wait for a second.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi.
Good afternoon. My name is Pauline and this is Alicia. Thank you very much for joining us at this live chat today. We will be talking about, is your gut healthy? Now, stay tuned for some useful information to find out how we can have a healthy gut. And at the end of the live chat, we have prizes to be won. So thank you, Alicia, for being here and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Guardian, for inviting me to this FD live show today. It's really a pleasure and a privilege to join Guardian and to share with all our FD live viewers today about what a healthy gut really is. Yeah.
As a frontline pharmacist, we do get a lot of customers who come in with digestive problems, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, all these kind of issues. And we do have medications, over-the-counter medications to be prescribed to them, but it would be better to find out what we can do to prevent all this to begin with. You know, what can we do to have a healthy gut? So maybe you can share with us what is gut health and how do we have a healthy gut?
Yes, exactly, Pauline, you're right. So really a healthy gut is really an utmost important thing that all of us tend to overlook. Okay, of course, I'm sure you see a lot of customers in your pharmacy every day coming in complaining about gut issues like indigestion, bloating, stomach cramps, sometimes even very bad episodes of diarrhea, and even to the other side of maybe constipation as well. That is also a very serious gut issue. Of course, now medical researchers have found out that gut problem is not only localized in the gut itself, it can actually cause many other problems within our body, especially talking about today's COVID-19 pandemic and our immune system. So they found out that if your gut is not so healthy, a weak gut, your immune system tends to be weaker as well compared to other people. So it's really, really essential to take care of our gut if you really want a stronger immune system. Of course, they have also found out that, you know, if your gut is not so good, then your brain health is also not so good. So basically, if your gut is not happy or not healthy, then your brain is not very happy as well. So at the end, you're not very happy as well, right? You know, you're more stressed and not so focused, you know, less attention and all these things. So really everything starts from the gut. So it's really, I'm very delighted to share this topic about gut today with all of us.
Yeah, that's really good. Now, our gut, the first mechanism, defense mechanism is actually our acid right in our stomach. So I also understand that there are good bacteria in our intestines that will help as a defense mechanism. Now, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, of course. What you're saying is very true. In fact, actually, each of us actually have about 100 trillion bacteria, both good and bad, inside our gut. So it's not something that we can see with our eyes, but really each of us have a lot of billions. It's not million, it's not billion, it's trillion. So why do we have so much of these tiny little stuff that's happening within our guts? Basically, they are the first defense of our gut. Okay, so they take care of our gut to make sure that any virus or any toxin or pathogens, any invaders don't enter the body and cause an infection. So really, if you know anything happens or goes wrong with the gut, it is usually these bacteria within the gut, this team of bacteria that has somehow gone wrong, okay, for whatever reason that is. So really, if you want to take care of your gut, you need to take care of this team of good bacteria that lies and stays inside our gut. Yes.
So what causes this imbalance of this good and bad bacteria?
Well, there are many reasons. Okay, of course, most of the time when you have an episode of diarrhea or bloating or indigestion, it is because of something that you ate wrongly, food poisoning. So this is where the toxins or any bad virus, bacteria that's gone into the body and, you know, somehow has disrupted that balance of bacteria inside your gut. Of course, very oftenly antibiotics can also be the cause. So because we know antibiotics, they not only kill the bad bacteria, they also kill the good bacteria, right? So it really disrupts the whole system within your gut. So that's actually not good news. Stress. Okay, so guys, you know, those who are very stressed, do not be too stressed. It affects the bacteria in your gut. And of course, the other thing that's very important is actually they found out that frequent travelers tend to also have more gut issues. So those who are traveling often, of course, we are not really traveling now, okay, due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I think they are starting to open the borders. So for those business travelers and things like that, you may want to pay more attention to your gut. Yeah.
Traveler's diarrhea, right?
Yeah, correct. That's what it is.
Diarrhea or
Travelers'
constipation?
diarrhea. I mean, sometimes it can be both. Sometimes it can be a diarrhea. Sometimes it can be a constipation, a combination of both, or what they call it scientifically IBS.
Yeah,
IBS. So that is depending on the individual. Yeah.
Now, if you've just tuned in, we're talking about is your gut healthy? Stay with us to the end to win exciting prizes. Now I'm going to ask you the most important question. How do we ensure that our gut is in tip-top good condition?
Yes, this is ideal. Everybody needs to know these few tips. Okay, the first thing, okay, that all of us can take control is from our diet. Okay, what we eat really matters. Okay, vegetables, fruits, cereals, grains, all these are foods that are very rich in fibers, and fibers are ultimately very important. Why? For our gut, because fibers act as a food for the bacteria. So because this bacteria is alive inside our intestines, right? So for them to grow and multiply very quickly, what they need a source of food. So what do they eat? They eat fiber. Yeah. So if you don't give enough fiber for them to eat, this bacteria may be there, but they don't grow, they don't multiply, they just stay there, and maybe one day they'll just die. They won't be there forever. I mean, they're living, they'll die, and then they'll multiply, and then they have anak, cucu, cicit, and things like that.
So we want them to
correct. So really, your diet plays a very important role. The other thing is, of course, stress. So try to manage stress very well. Of course, one of the easiest ways is actually exercise. Different people have different ways to manage stress, but they found that exercise and stress and gut health is ultimately related to one another. And of course, with all these different lifestyle modifications, the best is to combine a probiotic supplement. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, there are a lot of things that consumers or customers, we find that they always ask us that, hey, you're taking a probiotic supplement, and probiotic is a good bacteria, right? A good bacteria. So why do I need to spend so much money to buy a probiotic brand, whatever brand it is, compared to taking good bacteria from yogurt, maybe, or even if you go to a Korean restaurant, you take more kimchi, anything that's fermented has good bacteria, right? That should do the job, right? Why I need to then spend so much money, go to the pharmacy, go to the clinic and buy this probiotic. So basically it's different. Okay, yes, probiotic contains good bacteria, but if you are wanting to treat a specific health problem or medical issue, then probably a good bacteria from food won't be able to do that, or won't be enough, because probiotics actually contain specific strains of bacteria in specific amounts. Okay, only when you have that amount you are able to treat the problem. But of course, if you want to, I just love to eat kimchi, so why not? Why not? I mean, but if you really, it's good for you. All fermented foods are good, that. But if you want to treat a problem, go for a probiotic. It's worth it. Yeah.
So speaking of probiotics, Alicia will just explain to us a new innovative product from Cordell's called Restore 2. Maybe you can share about that.
Yeah. So basically, when we have a digestive problem or gut issue, like we were talking about earlier, indigestion, bloating, diarrhea, all these problems, okay, I said combined with a probiotic supplement. So the question now is, in the market today, there are so many different probiotic supplements. So hey, how would we choose the right one for me? Are they all the same? Different price, different packing, different types, bottle, sachet, all sort of liquid or things like that. So basically today I'll just go back to basics. Okay, basically if you want to look for a good probiotic, I just simplified it to 2 criteria. Okay, the first thing is your probiotic supplement needs to be strain specific. So what is this strain specific? Sorry, I'm going a little bit more medical, scientific. Okay, so basically, if you can see from this box, I'll just show you. Okay, you don't have to memorize the name, but basically what it really means is, if you can see here, that's actually the name of the bacteria. Okay, Lactobacillus Acidophilus, and there's another one, Lactobacillus, another name, right? So basically there's 3 names here. One is NCFM and one is LPC 37. So if you can see, these have 3 different names. So this is the different strains from the same Lactobacillus family. So it's like different strains have different benefits or different functions in our body. It's just like I'm saying that I have a brother and I have a sister. We are both from the same family, okay? But we ultimately have different behaviors, different attitudes, different functions. You know, we have different hobbies and things like that. So we cannot say that me and my sister is the same, although we are from the same family. Okay, so just like Lactobacillus, if it is not down to the specific strain, we cannot say that it gives that specific health benefit. That's the first thing to look for if you want to look for probiotic. Now, the second thing is very important. Each of these strain of probiotic needs to be clinically studied. That means it needs to have some kind of scientific study to prove that that probiotic strain actually works and helps to treat a particular medical condition. So these two are very, very important. Now, going back to our product today, okay, if you have a gut problem, and we're talking about something really like serious, you know, like I don't know, Pauline, have you ever had this problem? I'm sharing my personal experience.
Everyone has, right?
Okay. I had this bout of very, very bad food poisoning. I don't know why it always occurs at night. Okay, it was occurred. I remember waking up 4 something in the morning. Okay, and then I had very bad stomach cramps, and I went to the toilet, and like literally every hour after that, I was going to the toilet. Less than that, every half an hour. This was from solid becoming liquid, and you know, I was also throwing up, and the whole works was, you know. And as a pharmacist, you know, the first thing I look for is medicine, Okay, so I reach out, take whatever medicine I know, I share anti-diarrheal medicine, things like that. And the diarrhea was not so bad, but the cramps were still there. Okay, the pain, and the next morning I woke up, already not enough sleep, and the cramps were still there, and still I was having that episode of diarrhea. So this was a very, very, very chronic or serious episode. It's not like your ordinary kind of like, you know, I go toilet 1-2 times and then
okay,
settle, you know, they say you have to get it out of your system. So no, okay, so this was literally like a crisis. Okay, we're having an economic crisis now, right? So this is really a gut crisis, okay? So it's no joke, it's nothing to help me. I've taken whatever I can. So now this is where Restore 2 comes in today, okay? It will work much better than, well, you know, it's we have so many probiotics out there, right? So I'm confident to say that it will work much faster and more effective than other probiotic supplements out there to solve a gut crisis issue.
And then you said how fast will it work?
Basically it's very, very fast, okay? It actually within the first 24 hours. Clinical studies for this probiotic shows that if you take 1 capsule of Restore 2, by the end of the day, okay, that means within that 24-hour window, 50% of your gut-related symptoms resolves. That means by second day, okay, by the end of 24 hours, your gut should recover and return back to normal. And when I say back to normal, it means really back to normal, like really not like, you know, no problem at all, like really back to healthy, like original condition.
24 hours is really fast. Like fast acting for supplement.
Yes, correct. Now, why is it so effective and fast compared to other probiotics? It's because we know that probiotics are good bacteria, and most of the time probiotics do confer certain benefits to our digestive health, because what they do is that they actually replace any good bacteria that is lost or had gone unbalanced in our system. Now, what is the difference with Restore 2? It does not only replace this good bacteria that is lost, it actually makes this good bacteria grow and multiply very, very quickly, okay, in a very short period of time. That is why this product is actually called Restore 2. Basically, it recovers and it returns your gut back to original conditions. Restore. That's why the product is really restore your gut back to optimal health. Yes.
What is it in there that helps? What
yes.
does it contain?
Okay. Now this is very unique formula. It contains 4 different strains of bacteria. Don't have to memorize or anything. It's not a science lecture or anything. Okay. But basically, okay, it contains 2 strains of from the Lactobacillus family, and Lactobacillus is very important for our gut. They tend to be found more in our upper intestines, okay, in our small intestines, okay, and Bifidobacterium family, there's actually 2 strains here in this product. Bifidobacterium family is found more in our large intestines. So it's very important to have both Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium because both will protect the upper and the lower intestinal tract. So it really 50%, 50%, it protects the entire what you call gut. Yes. Yeah. So that is why what do I say? This product really takes care of the up and the down of our guts. Yeah.
And then you know probiotics, they always say CFU.
Yes, correct. Yes. So now this product actually is in the form of a capsule, veggie cap. Okay. Each capsule actually contains 10 billion CFU count. Yeah, so and they have assured that at the end of the expiry date, the shelf life is 2 years. So even at the end of the expiry date, you still assured to get that 10 billion CFU. It's very important because if you get less, that means the bacteria will die somehow. And it's every day it's actually dying one. So it's live. Yeah, it's alive. It's not possible to get 10 million. So the only way the manufacturer can do that is actually at the point of manufacture, they put more than 10 billion. So and then they run thorough tests, and then they find out that at the end of 2 years, oh, okay, there's still 10 billion there. So you know, customers are sure that they are getting what they are paying for. Yeah, correct.
I understand that some probiotics have to be kept at certain temperatures, like maybe kept in the fridge or certain storage condition. Maybe you can tell us more about.
Okay, yes, actually this product is it does not need to be kept in the fridge. Okay, it's stable at room temperature. You are right to say why probiotics some need to be kept in the fridge. It is because they are live. Okay, and the only way to keep them alive and make sure that they don't die so quickly is 2 things: avoid heat. Okay, and avoid moisture. Anywhere that's damp and anywhere that's hot, okay, that will make the bacteria die very quickly. And Malaysia is so hot and humid, isn't it? Okay, so the test that they have run to say that stable at room temperature was actually done at 25 degrees Celsius. Now it's very difficult because Malaysia weather is very unpredictable. So my advice to all of you out there, if you plan to put this in your handbag or even put it in your car, so please I don't advise you to do that. I don't think you can achieve that 25 degrees Celsius. I mean, if you feel that the temperature in your house is a bit hot, especially nowadays, it's sometimes rain and sometimes it gets like no rain for the next 2 weeks or so. So it's better to still keep in the fridge. Unless you really don't have a fridge at home, then there's no issues. Keep it in your drawer somewhere that's cool. You will be assured you still get that quality at the end of that 2-year shelf life. And also the other thing that's very important about this product that I would like to share with you all today is actually the manufacturer. Okay, this manufacturer is actually this product is directly imported from US. Okay, it's a US product. It's not made here. It's imported, made there, and imported to Malaysia. Now this product is from DuPont Danistro. That's the name of the manufacturer. Why is it worth mentioning about them? Because this manufacturer, DuPont, they are the experts and they're world leaders in providing clinically studied probiotic solutions. So really, whatever probiotic formulas that they come out are very well scientifically and clinically studied, and they come up with a brand of probiotics under them called Hawaru. Okay, I'm not sure you all can see. Okay, it's called it's actually Hawaru, but it's actually we pronounce it as How Are You? How are you? So if you really want to look for a good, high quality, assured, gold standard kind of probiotics, look for a How Are You brand. Okay, and this How Are You brand of probiotics, actually they've even thought about the design. Okay, the design of this bottle. Okay, we were talking about heat and moisture, remember? So they've made sure that this bottle is airtight. Okay, so that no moisture can go in. Usually you buy probiotic supplements in bottle. Usually you got the cap, and then you just pour out. This one is not like that. This one is different. I think it's the only one in the market in Malaysia that is designed this way. It looks like those, blood sugar test strips, those you insert in the blood sugar test machine. Yeah, so that is exactly that. I'm going to demo now, okay, to show you that this bottle is very special and airtight. Okay, so you can hear a pop sound when I open. There's a very loud sound. So it's just like opening champagne.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it shows you that this bottle is airtight. Okay, I finished the contents just to show you the bottle. And also if you can see, inside of this bottle, usually you will see like a piece of silica gel, those small little circles to absorb any moisture. This one doesn't have any, so how? Is it still okay? Yes, okay. This has a technology even more advanced than silica gel. Basically, they've used this 3D technology called molecular sieve that is actually embedded around the bottle inside, okay? And this molecular sieve is not only able to absorb moisture more effectively compared to silica gel, and of course, if the bottle cap is closed, is sealed, it's also able to absorb moisture or vapor from the outside of the bottle. So really, it takes care of the inside and the outside. So this manufacturer, they've really thought of the quality of the probiotics all the way even to the packaging and the design of the bottle. So it's really high quality kind of good quality probiotics that we're talking about here. Yeah, I'm going to unbox, okay, bottle just to show our listeners, our FB Live, okay, how it looks like. So basically, you can see this box is very big. The bottle is very small, okay? Alright, so for actual product, you will see a seal, but if you remove the seal, there will be a seal here and there will also be a seal here, okay? And basically, if you see, there's actually a sticker here. This is actually a hologram sticker. This is the Meditech hologram of the Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, the Ministry of Health, to indicate that this product is actually approved by the KKM and also registered with the KKM. Alright, so it's safe and approved, and also with a MAL number at the side. Alright, so this is registered with the Ministry of Health. Okay, now if you go to the back of the box, you can see another silver sticker here. This silver sticker here actually indicates that this product is a How Are You product. Okay, and it's also printed here at the bottom. So how do you make sure that this product is not fake, it's not counterfeit, it is the real true product? You have to look for it's registered with the Ministry of Health and also has the How Are You sticker. Okay, so that's the two stickers. Now, we unbox. Okay, so the bottle is right in the middle. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, I'm gonna open it. So that's how it looks like. So it has a plastic seal. I'm just going to remove it. Let me see. Okay, so this is the content. So I'm going to open it.
Champagne.
Okay, you hear the pop. I'm just going to open one just to show you the size of it. That's not very big.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how it looks like. So there's 30. Okay, there's 30 veggie caps in one bottle. So very easy, very small, and you can keep it anywhere. Yeah, very handy. Alright.
So what is the dosage like for this?
Okay, well, this probiotic is actually indicated for children above the ages of 6 years old as well as adults. Now, in earlier this show, we were talking about gut crisis, right? So if you are having a crisis and really you need help to recover as quick as possible, take 1 to 2 capsules every day, and when you get better already, you resolve, continue taking for a period of 2 weeks. Now, for those who plan to take antibiotics, even I know some of us, we take antibiotics but we don't have diarrhea after taking antibiotics, it is still highly advisable to take probiotic together with an antibiotic. Because antibiotic effects, yes, I know they are good to kill the bad bacteria that you better. But literally antibiotics, they really mess up your whole system. They mess up your whole gut bacteria within your system. Now you know the importance of gut health, right?
Yeah.
That does not only lie in the gut itself. So if you are taking antibiotics, which not all of us like, but sometimes we have to, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you take Restore 2 1 to 2 capsules together with your antibiotics on day 1. Okay, on day 1. But of course, you can split it 3 hours apart. You can take antibiotic first or your probiotic first. Okay, and as long as your duration of antibiotics. So if your antibiotics is for 5 days, then you take this for 5 days. Alright? And of course, for all of us that we just want to maintain a healthy gut, right? Or those who are high risk one, we know that travelers and things like that, stress, all of us
Oh,
right? So better to take care of our gut, okay, than wait until a problem occurs. So take one every day as maintenance. Yeah.
Alright, thank you very much, Alicia, for the information. We've reached the end of our live chat, but before that, we'll have let me just check a few questions from the viewers. Box packaging is big from Mei Wong.
Yeah, it is quite
packaging.
Yes.
Kaushila Sheila says, should we store in fridge or at normal place okay?
Okay, I think I mentioned this earlier. If your house is cooling, okay, it does not need to be kept in the fridge. It's stable at room temperature, 25 degrees. But like I say, if you feel that the weather is a bit hot and if you really feel that I just want to put in the fridge, and I feel safer with that, and then sure you can put it in the fridge. But it's stable in room temperature, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Capsule, is it for swallow?
Yeah, swallow.
Is it suitable for vegetarian people?
Yes, we have had questions like that previously as well for other probiotics from Cordell's and also other brands. Probiotics are actually good bacteria that come from fermentations, okay, of foods, and So what really happens is, well, I'm not a vegetarian myself, okay, but I know a lot of vegetarians that take probiotics. It's fine because it's not from animal source, it's a fermentation, it's the result of fermentation product. And anyway, the capsule that we use in Cordell's is actually veggie cap, so it's a vegetable capsule. So I don't see why vegetarians can't take it. Yeah.
Would you recommend to take it as a daily supplement? Jennifer Ling asked.
Yes, like I said, nowadays with the COVID-19 pandemic and what the new normal has brought us to, and how the virus has changed us, and we need to have a very strong immune, okay, and of course for a strong immune we need to have a strong gut. So if your gut is not strong, like I said, in fact actually did not elaborate, okay, for those who want to find out more, actually 70% of our immune system function actually starts from our gut. So really most of our immune system actually lies in our gut. So please, if you really want to have a strong, I mean, I'm zooming into immune now because it's COVID-19.
Yeah.
We don't know when this season is going to go over. So really, if you want to have a stronger immune system, please watch out for your gut and how better to keep your gut healthy and make sure it's always in tip-top. Nothing better than Restore 2 for now.
So probiotics is good. You can be taken on a daily basis.
Exactly. Please do take every day, one a day. Yes.
Is it okay to take with diabetic medication?
Very safe. Very safe. Because please remember that good bacteria already exist within our system. It's not something that we introduce foreign to our system that our system doesn't recognize. So our body already has good bacteria. It's 100 trillion bacteria. So there's no problem for with diabetic medications or hypertensive medications.
Rosemary Wong asked, do we take before or after meals?
Oh, this is a very tricky question, okay? So actually we were just talking about it before our live show. Okay, basically there's no hard rule to say that you should take probiotics before or after. You can take it before or after. It doesn't really, because probiotics are not absorbed by the body, okay, what is most important is the bacteria that you take must be able to survive in your stomach acids, because at the end of the day we want it to sit and grow and multiply in the intestines, and the only way you can get that is through that passage of the stomach. So if it is able to survive, and they have studies for Restore 2 that the strains of bacteria are very resistant, they don't get killed by the stomach acid. So as long as they can go through that harsh conditions and reach the intestine alive, by all means you can take it before or after food. It's not so much about that. It's more on the quality of the strain and the research that goes beyond it.
Josephine Yu and few others also asked, what is the best time to consume probiotics?
Oh, this is also a very, very common question, right? Like I said, it's also similar to the question of before, after food. You can take it first thing in the morning, but really, if you really have a gut crisis issue, I think you don't wait until the next morning.
Take it now.
Yeah, you just take it like I have a problem now, I need a solution, give it to me now, right? You just pop two capsules in.
Totally understand. If I'm taking apple cider vinegar, can I still take this probiotics?
Yeah, why not? I don't see any reasons. Yeah, there's no issue or contraindications between apple cider with probiotics.
Should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think most of the questions. Oh, is it suitable for elderly with heart problems?
Oh yes, elderly, please, you need more probiotics, okay, than adults and children. Okay, we know that our digestion and everything slows down as we grow older. And like I mentioned about the diabetic question just now, probiotics are actually very, very safe. They are naturally found. They are good bacteria that are naturally found within our system. So there's no whatsoever drug interactions between your heart or blood thinner medications with probiotics. It is absolutely very safe. And yes, elderly should take probiotics much more than us. Yeah, they are considered high risk.
Thank you for the clarification. Last question from Sharon Shah. Kids with constipation, how many do we have to take and how many times per day?
Okay, like I said, this is actually a capsule form. Okay, so I'm not sure, it's not mentioned the age, right?
Yeah.
So as long as if your kids can swallow, you can give them one every day. You can give two, but one is actually sufficient. Okay, you can give, and actually if you give two, you don't get an overdose with probiotics.
Yeah,
that's a good thing because
thing.
there's 100 trillions of bacteria, right?
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be an issue. But if you want to open it, you want to mix it, can, no issues as well. But don't mix it in hot beverage or any hot water.
Cold water.
Yeah, any cold juice or anything. Or directly into the mouth is fine.
Or if you have any other questions, you can just go to the Pharmacist and Guardian or just to ask us any questions if you have any doubts. Okay, we've come to the end of the program. Just a quick question, so you just answer it in the text box. The question is, how soon can diarrhea be resolved and your gut returning back to tip-top condition after taking Restore 2? I repeat the question. How soon can diarrhea be resolved and your gut returning back to its tip-top condition after taking Restore 2? Okay, now thank you very much for joining us. Before we leave, just quickly leave if you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, just let us know. Okay, thank you very much.
Bye.
Stay safe and healthy.